Hey everybody, hello. It is Monday evening and it's snowing here in Chicago. How crazy. We're in what is the date? We're almost in mid-April. I am Yvonne Heller and I am so excited to hop on live tonight. I have a friend that I actually haven't met yet. His name is John and he's coming live tonight from Iowa. And we are going to talk men's health tonight. If you're not a man, you have a man in your life. I have no doubt. And hi, everybody. We are going to talk about how important it is for men to take a look at their health and make some changes. And John is the real deal. John is just hopping on, so I'm going to bring him on here. I'm going to let him tell you his story. Okay, get some guys hopping on. I am just waiting for John to get added here. Yes, John is the real deal, and I'm excited to hear exactly how he got started on this journey to health of his. I kind of have an idea of his story, but I'm looking for specifics. So, John, it says adding. I don't know if you're on your phone or your computer, or if you can send me a request to join, because it looks like it says no answer. I know John is there, so it's probably just a technical difficulty. Yeah, I don't know if you caught the picture of John. Seriously, when I saw it, I thought it was like this guy and his son in the picture, and it actually was John before this health journey. And then let me grab John here real quick. I think he's probably just transitioning. John, you got to be on your phone, not your computer. So anyway, yeah, when I saw this picture of this guy, it looked like just like an older guy. And then this like young guy on the right, I was like, wow, okay, I'm going to try to bring John on again. I was like, that's cool. And then I was like, wait, that's the same guy. I had to zoom in, and it's just the same guy a little bit further along on this journey to health. So it's amazing. Yes.
Hey.
Yes, yes. You
Yes,
are
yes.
just 90 degrees. You're 90 degrees away, John, from being.
Hold on. I just learned something about doing these. You can't do them with your phone horizontal. That's crazy. Didn't know that.
Yes.
So I'm going to disconnect my fancy rig. So sorry about the technical difficulties there. I'm famous for this. And someday I will figure all of this out, and we will be it will be smooth when we do these. But that's not today.
It's okay. You know what? I can already tell I like you, because check out that t-shirt.
Listen,
go Cubbies.
This is I thought I would honor the Iowa Cubs today. I was thinking about what you and I have in common, you over there in the West Burbs and me in Des Moines, Iowa. And we have the AAA affiliate of the Cubs, and you have the real Cubs. And today they were both snowed out. The opening day that wasn't. They could not play baseball.
That's right. It's the second attempt, right? So did they just call it then, or I have no idea.
I don't know what they're going to do. It looks like double headers later in the season. The iCubs have played 3 of the 5 games they should have played. They've been snowed out twice. Crazy. Yeah. Hey, sorry to be late.
Nice.
And thank you for the
Hey, that's okay. That's okay. I was just, kind of introducing the fact that we're talking about guys here and men's health. And I said, you know what, you're the real deal. I can kind of confess that when I saw that side-by-side picture, I thought it was like this older guy and his son. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's the same guy. Like, what happened here?
Yeah.
So that was enough to intrigue me to reach out and say, I got to talk to this guy and understand, the how, the why, what's going on. Because gosh, guys work so hard, right? You're our providers and leaders, and we need you to be healthy. So I would love, John, for you just to kind of introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about you and where you were when you approached this decision to make some changes?
But that's great. Thanks, Ivana. And I'm really glad to do it. And it's sort of, this is the reason that I do all of this, is to sort of talk to men who are in my age bracket. And I'm really grateful that you thought that would be useful for the people in your life too. So last summer at this time, I was 47, working for a health insurance company. I'm a lawyer by training, pretty good career in place, but I was overweight. I was out of shape. I was using a lot of energy drinks and coffee, pretty notorious for having coffee with me all the time. I had about a $6.50 energy drink habit per day. And I was experiencing really low levels of energy. Went to the doctor. Not only did I have some issues with cholesterol, triglycerides, but I needed to have a surgery related to it was an abdominal surgery. And I mention it because I was not able to have the surgery because I was so overweight. I was about 25 to 30 pounds overweight. And I couldn't lose the weight by just working out or running the way that I had done in the past. So again, I'm a dude, so our bodies are always fine. And there's nothing that happens to us that can't be cured by a few trips to the treadmill, right? And we're just going to power through it. Like, I don't need to go get an annual checkup. I don't need to know how my, what my blood work looks like, because I feel fine, right? And you can see by the photograph, I mean, folks are making a big deal out of the before and after photographs. I really didn't intend for it to be that dramatic of a transformation, because I didn't realize how quickly I'd gotten into such bad shape. And so long story short, I ended up having the surgery I needed in January. I began on Thrive in December, and I've been using it 15 weeks. So starting week 16 right now. So that transformation that you're seeing took place in that short a period of time. I'm so grateful for our friend Beth, who reached out to me and said, hey, this is what you need. She actually sent me a fairly substantial sample, and I let it sit for another 3 or 4 weeks, didn't do anything with it. And she will tell you that she had to, like, when she first started telling the story, it was that she had asked me about a dozen times, and then it went to 22. And soon it will be that she asked me 50 times to try that sample that was sitting on my kitchen table. And I kid you not, the answer was sitting right there for me. And I didn't do anything with it. If any of this sounds like the guys in your life, I don't know. But, one of the old jokes that I tell with my friends is, like, when a man says he will do something, there's no need, he'll do it. There's no need to harass him about it every 6 months. Right? So eventually I picked it up. I began to use, the 2 capsules in the morning as soon as my feet hit the floor. 20 minutes later, a mix. I enjoy the vanilla mix. I've never changed from that. I'm an Iowa Midwest guy. I'm probably always going to have the vanilla flavor. And then I do the DFT patch. I use the Black Ultra and have done that from the beginning. And that sort of sped up the weight loss effect for me. But here's the good news. It wasn't just weight loss. It was a much higher level of energy, better sleep, mental clarity and focus. And I feel like I'm 28 or 29 years old. And so it really has become something of an emotional commitment for me to speak to men in their late 30s and early 40s who are experiencing that drop in metabolism and know that they need to adjust, and they know they need to eat better. But I think that they are not prepared in some cases for the drop off in energy that can take place, and that you have to really monitor that closely, and you're going to have to take steps to do things differently if you want to stay healthy. So weight loss journey is not over. I still have 10 pounds to go, and I will go back and see my doc then, for a 6-month checkup this summer, and we'll see what the results are. But that's my story. I love Thrive as a product, and it's a lifelong commitment for me to replace that horrible caffeine habit that I had and get some healthy energy in my body. And I have a higher level of performance as a result. That's where I'm at. I don't expect that to change. It's been fantastic for me. But I think the key is how quickly you can get in a physical shape that really has the potential to damage your health, especially in the age bracket that I'm in. So I'll stop there, Yvonne, but that's kind of my story so far.
Wow, that is awesome. So, I mean, I know your weight loss has been pretty dramatic, but steady from what I understand. So how many pounds have you lost total, if you're keeping track of that?
Yeah. Okay. So as of right now, it's 31 pounds with 9 to go to get to 40, which was the target or goal weight. Yeah. So yeah, this will at least a 40-pound weight loss in about a, I don't know, 3 or 4 month period of time.
Wow. Okay. So we know you're doing the 3 simple steps, and I will explain that at the end here. But what other changes have you made? Like, and how has Thrive kind of helped you make those changes? Like, are you working out more? Are you eating radically differently? How did that all come about?
Yeah, I just try to be more conscious of what I'm eating. For morning, I do a Thrive Pro Bar and the mix for breakfast, and then a healthy lunch and dinner. Honestly, the lunches aren't even that healthy. I still eat stuff like sub sandwiches for lunch, and then I try to really focus on dinner. We eat really healthy at home. I'm very grateful that my partner is able to do that. She's fantastic in terms of the nutritional value of the evening meal. And then, so I got the gym membership back. I started going at least 3 times a week, have upped the number of miles that I run, and I'm getting back into the habit I had as a distance runner when I was much younger. And I sort of feel like there's a moment on the treadmill about 15 minutes in where I think I'm that guy again, and that lasts for about 10 minutes, and I really like that. That's like the highlight of my week. I'm like, I'm 22.
I love that, because John and I, we discovered this last night when we were just kind of like connecting. John and I are the same age. So we're going to be 49 this year, which
I would never have disclosed
like
that.
That
came from you, not me. I did not tell that one on you. And that makes me glad
I
didn't.
actually like telling people that. I have the same experience, John. I feel better than I did in my 20s because, of course, when I was in my 20s, I was living recklessly, right? And just being silly. But the energy and how, because, guys, not picking on you, I'm just being real here because I'm married to one. I know my man was a little stubborn to get started, and I think John kind of revealed that. But once you got started, I mean, can you just speak to the simplicity of it? Because most guys are pretty, overscheduled, overstressed, overworked. I mean, how did this, did you have to make radical changes? Because I think people are concerned about, like, what am I going to have to remember? What does this look like?
Yeah, first, I thought it was meal replacement or something that I had to be like rigorous about taking. And it's not like that at all. So it's very easy in the morning. It's the capsules, then 20 minutes later, the mix. Then I slap the patch on and I'm good. I don't have to think about it. And so it's the easiest program I've ever used, including, the workout programs that you might find, with online with videos and whatnot. And then, that you can eat whatever you want. I think the most important thing for me was eliminating caffeine. And I actually, when I talk with people about this, and now that I have a little bit of experience working with people and Thrive, I think that people want to get rid of the caffeine. They recognize that it's kind of a crutch and it only provides really short-term energy, and then they have a crash, and it happens a couple of times a day, and they don't want that. So I think that's a big piece, experiencing the level energy throughout the day that comes from a natural energy source that is, that's much better for you, basically.
And it's all done like as soon as you wake up and
boom,
slap that patch on after the shower, and it's like it lasts all day. And I think there's tens of thousands of us that would say exactly the same thing. So you just got to check it out for yourself, right? I mean, I wouldn't have believed it either, John. I was a 5 to 6 cup a coffee drinker. I was working nights at a corporate environment, but overnights. And I had Diet Cokes in there. I mean, I was over caffeinated. And as a result, I didn't sleep well. You wake up often with headaches. I mean, there's so many kind of side effects of just that caffeine throughout your day, and that roller coaster, right, of energy, like you said. I mean, it's unbelievable to me that I can wake up and throw this stuff in my body as soon as I wake up, sometimes at 4:45 in the morning, and still go all day long and then sleep amazingly at night. So, all right. So to wrap it up, one thing, if you could pick one thing so far, and it's only been 15 weeks, which is crazy. This only gets better. I've been driving for 2.5 years.
No, that's great
to hear.
I love hearing from you guys. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing, John. Like, 10 weeks into my experience, I, went to a new level by going to the gym for the first time in 7 years. And then, just along the journey, you see benefits continuing. It's unlike any other product in that aspect alone. I've yet to see another product where people lose weight, make these healthy changes, and are able to maintain it because it's so simple. What I liken it to is brushing my teeth.
There-
I would never leave the house, not even to take my kids to school, without brushing my teeth.
Yes.
I will not go without Thrive. I mean, it's just a part of what I do every morning. So, but I was just curious, one last thing in closing. What is your, by far, so far, one favorite thing about your Thrive experience? Just one.
No, very simple. At 6 p.m., I don't long to be on the couch. I'm not seeking to be at rest at that point. I've got a lot of stuff to do from 6 to 9 p.m., and I do it, and I'm getting it done. And it doesn't feel like I'm in this horrible slog. And I know people know what I'm talking about. It's like walking through Jell-O during those hours of the day. And I hated that. I'm not wired like that.
Absolutely. That is awesome. Well, thank you so much, Don. I know there's a ton more to your story, and we're going to continue this conversation.
We're going to do more.
And I would love to hear from some other guys. I know we've got Henry, we've got Cliff. We have so many guys that we're going to get to share live and speak out, because I think sometimes it's just a little of that fear of the unknown, right? And we see a lot of ladies doing this Thrive thing, but I think you've got some gold here to share with some other guys. So thank you so much for coming on.
I'm giving away 2 Iowa Cubs tickets these are my season tickets, 5th row. Anybody who comments on this video and says, I watched it, I want to be in on the tickets.
Nice. So the Iowa Cubs. So when are these games? Like, is this going on right now? Or?
Yep, they're starting now. They play the same season. So anybody in my area who's interested in that, we got 2 Iowa Cubs tickets for anybody who watched the video.
Awesome. All right. Well, be sure to comment that you want those tickets from John.
There you go.
He might have to give away another set next week when we go live again.
We'll be back. We got to talk about you.
Hey, how about we do that next Monday?
All right. Next Monday night. You got it. This is our Monday motivation right here.
There you go. Monday motivation. Yeah, I'll share my story. You got a little glimpse. I'm a little veteran thriver, but we'll come up with something to share next week, and maybe my husband will make a guest appearance here, right. And we'll talk about thriving couples.
Let's do that. I want to do that.
All right. Thanks, John. Have a good night. Thank you so much, everybody, for hopping on. 3 simple steps. That's all we're talking about. John, you can hop off if you want, or stay on. Here's our capsules. That's what we pop first thing in the morning. Sorry, I'm a little challenged here with the video. There we go. We have men's and women's. Second step John talked about is the lifestyle mix. It's a little highly micronized shake. I literally toss it in a blender bottle with a couple of ice cubes. It's that simple. And then the little patch, I got one on here that, oops, there we go, says Hope. John's got his. I got a little green one here. They come in a few different styles and colors and formulas. So that's simple, guys. So thanks again. Loved chatting with you, John. I'll see you in New Orleans, maybe.
Can't wait. Yeah, on. Right. You have to get there. We got to get you there. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm all over that. So,
all right.
And next week too, we'll talk about how everyone's going to get their Thrive for free. How about we talk about that next week?
Awesome. Awesome.
We'll take away the money objection. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Go Cubbies. Take care. Bye.